I like VP's lineup in this game.
I'm getting a reverse caster's curse
He's
kind
trying.
of vibe
He's
from
trying
you,
his best
Jack.
here. He's trying to go.
Enfeebled, and he's going to have a rough time because of it. But the aggressive dual lane coming in, we saw from Virtus.Pro the other day. We'll have to do this into an Elder Titan in the top lane. And then bottom lane, Yang might get a little bit run at by Ramses on the Juggernaut at the start of this game as well.
Should be okay down bottom though, but this mid lane is what I really want to see. How is the Gyrocopter going to manage to come back in the last hit department when he just gets enfeebled over and over? And then once Freeze picks up some levels too, they can easily pressure the Gyrocopter. It's not like anything can really help him, you know? He's screwed here in terms of last hits.
Remember, he can rely on those stack camps that we've seen previously from Gyrocopters. This top lane already, a lot of damage being done by both of the supports. Roger trying to man-fight Fade, who has plus 68 damage. Pasha, he's got the tree grab, so he has no real burst potential with the avalanche of the toss. Meanwhile, they'll get the kill bottom. Spin comes in solo, the Thunder Strike. And it's Yang dropped down first and foremost, and they'll get first blood in this first game of the Grand Finals.
Very nice. It's extremely huge being able to kill the Brewmaster in that lane.
They're going to go top. The snowball coming in. They've got the Astral, a couple more auto attacks. The Ice Shards, they bring down Sylar. Wow. That's even better for Virtus.Pro, and they're looking for more. They might trade Roger. He's going to use the Fairy Fire. Face still stopping him down with the briefcase, but it's not enough to get the kill. The Sal comes out. There's the toss. Pasha, a couple more auto attacks might do what they should have. Not enough mana for the Ice Shards available. Pasha still has a little bit more in the tank. He's level 2. He's already used the toss. He's got the tree grab. He might throw the tree, but now Sylar comes back in with a loose beam toss back from Sylar. The tree toss as well, and Pasha asserting his dominance.
For VP that they managed to kill Yang's Brewmaster down bottom because the supports on the side of VGJ.Thunder can't really afford to help in that lane. You know, they need to secure Luna's farm. It's Tusk and Tiny, tons of aggression coming out from that lane, and they really need to worry about that.
Speaking of the aggression, DDC getting run at by Roger, but now he's the one to triple. Lucien Beam coming in the last auto attack. They get off the avalanche. Will not save his life, though, and now Pasha getting chased down. I don't know if they can get this kill. DDC's getting kind of close. They have the Lucent Beam, a couple more auto attacks. This might dive the tower. They have the toss available to Stomp coming in, but he will not be able to avoid it. They're going to look for the kill. One more auto attack. The Lucent Beam, the brain zap is there from DDC. A lot of aggression in this top lane. Man fight central. The snowball coming in. Roger needs one more auto attack, and he will find it. So he does get the trade. A bloodbath, and Freeze has to run. Roger looking for an ADC, but Freeze might be the target they're looking for. The Nightmare comes in, they want to find more, but he doppelgangers down to the low ground. Still, they will keep no one safe. The Ice Shards almost hitting, and Freeze just able to slip away.
So close.
Under the cover of darkness, the spin onto the bottom lane. Yang getting caught out, the Thunder Strike, the last auto attack, and Ramses gets the kill. The bottom lane getting hit up, you use the spin. The TP was coming, it was actually canceled. There was going to be some help for Yang, but he's still actually having a pretty tough time. I think both offlaners kind of struggling at this point, Brax.
Yeah, Pasha, he can't really get close to the creeps anymore, but he's doing all right now.
Fade getting run down. The Rocket Barrage is a lot of damage. It's going to be another kill, and now Freeze trying to turn into Roger. He has another Spirit Lance in 2 seconds, but he still can't find that kill, and now no one will be able to get away just fine with 5 Wand Charges to boot.
And then, of course, Tiny's picking up more levels, so then it's going to be even more dangerous for the Luna to stand in front, especially when Roger rotates in. And they can make moves in every lane. Look at this.
Omni slash Yang dead again. Ramses just long enough
there, so
that will get dewarded. That's their second deward in a row for VGJ.Thunder. A big part of the reason Virtus.Pro have been so dominant in this year in the tournament, especially against Optic yesterday, was the fact that they were able to have that vision advantage, and now that's not happening in the early stages of the game as VGJ.Thunder are denying them. The toss though from Pasha. Look at that. Now Fade in trouble. The snowball. The Nightmare will not save him. The tree toss comes in from Pasha. Now Sylar looking for it. He will find it. This is a lot of damage. He's trying to follow, but he turns for Pasha instead, and this might be 2 kills. Roger will go for the TP. They might have a Lucent Beam available, but it will be enough without it to get the kill. It's going to be 2 going for
Luna. I always imagine, Luna's got fantastic late game. You know, you don't really have to worry about that. You can still be proactive and group up in the mid game to knock down some of these towers and play off the Lunar Blessing, but Ramses is farming fantastically, so is no one top of the network charts.
They are doing really well for this Virtus.Pro. The cores on this team are just insane in what they can accomplish. They found Yang again. He's still only level 5. Ramses has no Omni Slash. The Glimpse is going to come back, though. They've got the spin. The clap will come in a little bit too late. They've got the Thunder Strike. This should be another kill unless he can juke it. Thunder Strike doing a little bit more damage. They won't be able to finish him off. Now the call down coming in. Here's the Luna. They want this kill on the side of the Rocket Barrage. They've got the homing missile. He's pretty fast, though. One more auto attack, or maybe the homing missile might do the job. He will stick up. He will Fairy Fire. Ramses just needs one auto attack, and he will find it. And they might find Yang as well. No one is in there. He has a double damage. The spin comes out. DDC's in trouble. They're dying out of the tower. It's a double kill for Ramses and a dominating Freeze. VGJ.Thunder are beating under their tier 1 and Freeze needs to be careful that he doesn't do this.
I can't believe it's a 3K gold lead at 9.5 minutes. That's insane.
It is a pretty big lead for Virtus Pro. They're working on treads for Pasha, Ramses, and no one have complete free farm with both of them being at the top of the network charts. Pasha actually in trouble in the top lane. The split will come out though. They just get level 6 on the Brewmaster. This might be a nice free kill. The Ice Shards come in. They have the Cyclone. They might be able to get 2 out of this for VGJ.Thunder. There's the 1. Can they get the second? They've dropped Roger to the ground with the Dispel Magic. The Cyclone is now done. The auto attacks are there. They've got the Fire Panda Imlet. He will use the Snowball to save his life for the moment, but I don't think it's going to be that much longer. Roger's still level 5. The split is done with a Stomp goal hit. They should have a clap ready to go. He's actually out of mana, but he has stick charges to use it. Roger will try for the TP. I don't think it's going to be in time. Look at the damage from Fade. It just slaps him down with a... Trying to find the Luna in the jungle, get her while she's farming. They've even smoked up. They're going to try to find this kill with Roger. The Snowball will come in. Sylar getting chased down the kinetic field. They have the glimpse. They've got the static storm. This should be a kill. They have the Omni Slash. The Nightmare comes in. Maybe not. They'll turn this around. The Omni Slash going with the spin. The Ice Shards actually hurts them. They've got the Phoenix, but they're turning it around. And now they might want to try to fight this with Freeze TPing in. The Lucibeam. The Eclipse is there. And Ramses is dead. A big turn for VGJ.Thunder.
Wow.
They all grouped up. The Ice Shards actually hurts Virtus Pro. What a fight for them. What a turnaround.
The sleep bought so much time, even in the static storm, dodging out the attacks. Very nice.
No one will find a kill in the mid lane, though, on the top network spot in this game.
That's very unexpected, being able to die to a solo gyrocopter like that.
And they're going to get another one potentially. They've got the homing missile. It changes direction mid-flight. They get off the Nightmare. The Rocket Barrage is still going. The Brain Sap makes DDC rather tanky. The Thunder Strike and another Rocket Barrage will go, though, and that will secure yet another kill for no one in this. Ramses is up close, though. He might get caught. I think he's spotted them. He's going to back up to the high ground. They're sitting on the dire ward here, so they spot no one. So fighting into this for VGJ.Thunder is kind of tough. They found the Static Storm. They need the Omni Slash. They need the spin, and they will get it off. He gets the Nightmare, and he actually just survives. The split comes in now. The Earth Splitter doing support. They've got the Phoenix, but Ramses is going in, but DDC gets hit by a homing missile, and now DDC's actually in trouble. The Rocket Barrage, the Flatkin, they're still turning this, even with the Bruce Split. It's 2 dead on the side of VGJ.Thunder, and now they've caught out the Earth Panda. They just need to take it down. That's all they need to do, but they will just take down the Brewmaster instead as he comes back into his normal form. How much at his blink tagger? He's about to buy it right now, I believe, for Pasha.
Yep, and with no split now, VP smoking up into the bottom lane, trying to catch Luna, especially with Pasha.
DDC was in biz, but they'll find Sylar. The toss avalanche combo, they blow him up immediately. They're looking for more on to Fade. They have no homing missile available for the Rocket Barrage, and they are able to chase him down. Look at that damage, and no one on a mega kill streak now.
They can gank, they can set up plays. VP are so good at placing these deep wards every game. It feels like they have 4 wards on the enemy side of the map, so they can keep making plays just like this.
This glimpse is actually a little bit awkward, though. They wanted to go for the toss Ava combo. They couldn't quite find it. Yang still doesn't have the Bruce, but he'll try for the clap, but I don't know if that's going to save his life. The homing missile comes in, the Thunder Strike. They just need one more auto attack, and they will find it from no one. And that's Yang dead yet.
Can't actually dodge this hero very well just because of the extremely long catch range on the glimpse. It helps you extend this lead even further.
They're trying to find more with it as well, except this time it's just the Tiny and the Tusk, and that's really all they need.
Disrupt playing, right? It's the buddy system. They're all sitting together, farming the same jungle camp, just sitting around while VP can spread and divide, conquer the entire map instead of just a small portion of it.
Farm the enemy jungle even as well. Kinetic Field, the Gloom's back. Doesn't really work out, but they do have the Ice Shards. The cooldown coming to Stomp is going to be there, but it will not hit on no one. Good Nightmare save, but the cooldown's still going. They've got the stun up, they've got the Rocket Barrage. They need one more auto attack, and they will find it. Pasha, the Eclipse coming in, not doing that much damage, so the Snowball save is there in time, and the Walrus Punch coming in on the other side. They will find DDC. Now Sylar trying to bring down Pasha would be a big kill for him if he could. The toss is there, the Ice Shards, he's still alive! He will get dropped down to the backside, I believe, by the third Panda, but they will find another target. That's going to be Freeze down. The PL is dead.
The game, especially with the Eclipse, but they just can't find it.
They were so close to getting Pasha, too.
Yes, they were. But even if they kill Pasha, it's still not actually a one team fight, right? It's a nice consolation prize if they manage to find the time.
They have to fight based around this Eclipse. They have to fight based around this PL. They've got the Glimpse back. They found the Nightmare for DDC to keep him alive. The Thunderstrike will take off the raindrop. Pasha's coming in. A little bit too slow. The Glimpse was already used, so he should be okay. But there's Pasha flinking, maybe not. Wow, he actually just destroys him. The Static Storm coming out just to make sure Freeze can't go to work on Pasha. Pasha's fine. They get the Aegis along with the kill, and maybe now a tier 3 tower push or slow siege here. And another Glimpse from Solo, but he's okay. Doppelganger's at the right time for Freeze to get him back to safety, so he will be okay.
The PL Disruptor matchup is so hard. Oh, BKB.
No one is just popping the BKB. He is in the Rocket Barrage. Sylar can do nothing. He is dead for 5th. The Bruce Split now. That'll be down. but it does at least bridge the gap between the Luna respawning. But they might even lose this Brewmaster if they're not careful. It's only the Earth Panda now alive. Pasha's looking for Freeze. They've got the shards. Brewmaster in trouble. The Walrus Punch keeping it bay. And they actually get the kill through the split for Virtus Pro. The Earth Splitter comes in, but it's too little too late. They'll kill the illusions. They can continue to siege. They still have the Aegis to work with Virtus Pro. This tier 3 tower will fall. There's no glyph available. There's no Brood Split. This Luna has Eclipse, but how much will that do? Roger's in deep. They've got the Lucent Beam. They've got the Fiend's Grip, so they will get at least one kill. It might be time to back up your Virtus Pro. The Nightmare coming in. That's the sleep. They want the Rex. I don't know if they want to go. Pasha has the Blink Dagger at the ready, though, to try to find a combination on somebody with Toss Avalanche. Ramsey's getting attacked by Sylar. A lot of damage being done. He's going to spin and try to finish off the racks. He will do so. The building down bottom has been taken care of. Ramsey's getting low, but he keeps the Aegis alive. The BKB forced by no one. Freeze was thinking about chasing him to the high ground, now decides against it.
Step in the right direction, but it's really going to be that next item afterwards that is the big deal maker.
Without the BKB, he just gets run down, like we've seen already by no one. They'll find another target, that's DDC. He gets the TP off, but the guns come back in at time, and no one is now godlike. Like came of it, other than they slow down the tower siege for this Radiant team.
Yep, and Rams is just getting earned up too, so he'll be ready to go back in and fight.
Back in and we'll go. They're looking for a combination for Pasha. They get the sleep off onto no one. Now Yang's going to jump back in. He pops the BKB. The stomp hits onto this Juggernaut, but they're pushing it back with the flat cannon so much that Sylar and DDC are almost dead. They have to go back to the well. Means they can't defend this building. It's going to get dropped down the barracks in trouble. Roger might die again, but the snowball comes in. Sylar's still super low. He should survive. He has to heal up, but that's the top rack's gone. And Virtus Pro, they're still in a really good position. They will find maybe Fade. Ramses is looking for that Omni Slash. Fade is pretty speedy. Sylar might be the bigger target. He has his BKB. The Omni Slash will come through. He's got the Battle Fury. That's just a dead Elder Titan. He doesn't even care. That didn't bounce. No one's just pushing the tier 3.
Yep, and VGJ.Thunder, they need to respond. This is it. This is their last set of buildings. You know, with no ET, they have, I guess, no real base defense, right? Look at this.
Roger, the BKB is popped for Sylar, but he's already at half HP. The Glaives are coming in. Roger will snowball in time to save his life, but the Bruce Split is there. The one more auto attack for no one to get Sylar. He gets the kill. He'll have to buy back with no BKB available. Freeze is getting low. No one is just running at the enemy team. They'll get another one. Freeze down for 57 seconds. They get off the feed scoop, but the toss to cancel it by Pasha, backing everybody up. They can't even get the Gyrocopter. Maybe they get the Tiny out of this, but he's so tanky. He's got the status resistance to fall back on. GG is called. Virtus Pro rout VGJ.Thunder in the first game of this best of 5 final, Drax.
My God, dominance asserted in the first game, and this is up against Sylar's Luna. We've seen his Luna go off every game.
Supports both the Dragonite as well as the Terrorblade really well, and it's an aggressive tempo hero.
It's that same implication strat that we've seen before. Like when you have the Pugner in these
dual laning, and oh well, maybe there is something a little bit crazy here happening in the mid lane. Solo, he's got that right click damage and a 1 and a 2.
There it is, baby. That's a courier down. And that's
Ramses. That's been the big success for a lot of teams versus VP. You think about like a Ramsey CK or something like that, where he just gets heavily pressured in the lane and has a harder time farming his way back.
So what do you think about the safe lane Dragonite? Obviously, we see him in the mid lane most prominently. Do you think the safe lane DK is just as viable?
He's just like, he offers you a certain thing. You know, he gets 6, he pushes a tower. He's there to do that for your whole team. But he can just lane in any lane, so...
Yeah, down bottom, we'll see Solo in some trouble. He's going to try to wiggle his way through the trees, but maybe tough to find a proper retreat path. Does sort of fake him out, but Nether Blast connects, and Yang will find the kill. First blood drawn for VGJ.Thunder.
Yeah, as we saw in the mid, though, Freeze did also almost go down. He's had to run his whole way back home. Now all the way up in the top lane, though. That nice tanky Dragonite. He's not level 3 yet, so only still 1 point in the Dragon Blood.
Yep, again trying to move his way through the trees, but Roger's right there with a Riptide. A lot of damage on that level 1 spell. Follow-up and snare onto DDC. The Disruptor trying to make it back to the tower, but Naga happy to dive this and tank it. It's a double kill for Roger, and they'll get away with TP out of the Disruptor, but it will get canceled. Still a victory for Virtus Pro.
And down bottom, most of that pressure has been relieved. I mean, Fade's back down here now, but overall, Ramses is relatively okay here, right? 13 and 7. As long as he's not forced a waveform, he's going to be fine. But DDC's waiting to see if he will use that waveform aggressively, perhaps give him a chance to catch. But Solo is the easier target.
Yeah, Stomp will start things off. The follow-up Thunder Strike and the burst damage from Yang. Few more auto attacks to find the kill. It's going to be a close one, but the Lion survives. He pops the salve, but no, it's Fade on the Elder Titan with a stray Astral Spirit to secure the kill. Nicely done by VGJ.Thunder.
But Still has his TP at the very least, so he wants to go top and create a kill threat here onto Sylar. Not as easy once he has a couple points in that Dragon's Blood for just the two of them to bring him down. So with the help of Solo here.
Well, and remember, Riptide has some minus armor attached to it, so Sylar actually taking a lot of damage. Hex from the Lion as they dive this tower. Pasha healing them up, and it's another for VP. And now a killing.
I'll just back away to that. It'll be A-OK. Solo way up top. He's just wandering in behind that tower.
It looks like him and Pasha went for a dive, and Pasha now going to get clipped by a stray Thunder Strike. This might be a freebie for DDC. It's going to be close, and it will find the kill before he can make it to the shrine. They get punished this time for trying to pressure the Dragon Knight.
All right, he's back. This is yesterday, right? The Assassin. He's in there. Finds one.
#1 DDC Disruptor fan right here, pal.
Yeah, you got him. And Roger steals that boundary rune down bottom. Will he pay for it with his life is the question, though.
It's going to be close. He's got a lot of stick charges, so might have the opportunity to heal.
Juking and jive.
Dodges the stomp, and now Ramses come in. They could turn this the other way. Yang caught by the ensnare. Right clicks from Ramses, but still not really hitting too hard. But the waveform onto Fade. He uses his stick. Not enough to survive, and VP get enough and able to work on some Dire Ancients. So definitely not a win in the mid lane, but it's not too bad for VGJ.Thunder. They will have that opportunity to group up pretty soon, as it looks like they are starting to rotate onto Ramses with a smoke.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they haven't lost any damage on mid whatsoever from this DP, who's essentially just been living here, is definitely a good sign for them. If they can get Ramses, which they do with ease. I mean, they got and then you have to pop the DK ulti for it, though. You know, it was already so weak, so true. I don't know if they're necessarily super happy with this.
Well, now Fade possibly in some trouble. He gets off the Echo Stomp, but does very little as no one actually commits the exorcism.
In the mid lane, Solo also in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, no one's going to rotate in. He wants DDC. Big damage there. It ends up being a double for no one's death.
I think Gang would be good. Depends on terms of their vision there. Looks like they're going to wrap past Fade. They know their target.
Well, gets scouted out by the Elder Titan. Stomp connects on just the Lion, but still able to get off the Hex. Pasha throwing in the Impetus, and there's the finger to finish him off. Static Storm, Kinetic Field from DDC.
Oh, uses
not enough.
The morph.
Oh my, the Morphling able to pull it back, and DDC in huge trouble. The right clicks will finish him off, and it ends up being 2 more for Virtus Pro. On some towers, maybe fighting alongside this Terror.
Sleep set up on the freeze in the bottom lane here.
All right, Song of the Siren from Roger, turns it back the other way, follow-up stun from Roger, and oh look, it's no one with another exorcism. So Terrorblade in some hurt, they're going to hex him down, no chance for a Sunder, perfectly executed gank by Virtus Pro.
Yep.
Top lane, Ramses, his TP actually interrupted. He's going to try to make the retreat. Waveform is up, but he's disarmed. Waveform the other way will stop the Pugna Blast, but DK will finish him off. Meanwhile, down bottom now, Fade being dove in the tree line. No one still with the exorcism on. Easy damage, easy kill
against me. So fine life for him. And I love the way they're playing this Lion early too. Mid game, not as good, but this, there's so much time that he just locks him down and creates no opportunity for the Sunder to come out.
Oh my, freeze. This could be back-to-back deaths. Another Hex, but this time the Sunder's there. He gets it off onto Pasha. It's a full reset. They've killed Roger, and the glimpse into Pasha, it's going to be a turn the other way. Or is it? Reinforcements have arrived. DDC gets brought down as Solo and no one join the party. Not over yet, though. Enchantress finished off by Pugna. This Yang is pretty farmed. VP might need to retreat now that they're running low on resources. Elder Titan also coming into the fray. Gets a stomp onto Solo, sets it up for freeze. So a sign of life for Vici. Should finish off the Terrorblade, but those low HP Sunders, Trent, have to be so satisfying.
Could think about a Shadowblade turn here.
Yep, they're going to go right in onto the Enchantress, and that is the reveal of the Shadowblade. Exactly how you want to do it. Solo drops the finger, might be able to bring down the TB, and they do. It's 1 for 1 as Roger jumps in and snare onto the DK. Solo getting very low.
The raindrops
actually keep him alive as he moves into fog. No one now pressing forward. Yang on the run, gets the kill, but pays with his own life. Got his Treads, Aquila, as well as Drum of Endurance. Pretty good value items with easy build-up, but pretty underwhelming. Mid lane, Pasha initiated on by Sylar as he just walks up with the Shadowblade Dragon Task rotation.
Yeah, very common pickup these days on the hero as well, for that very reason.
Solo in some trouble, drops the Hex, stun, TP out, it's going to be close and he makes it.
Nice.
Great heads up play. Now back to the mid lane, no one in a lot of trouble. The Earth Splitter will connect. He's low on HP, but Song of the Siren from Roger does break things up. Ramses looking for an opportunity to find a kill. Silence on 2, no one is not afraid at all. The waveform across, they'll get the Pugna, and now Fade in a lot of trouble. Echo Stomp, Yule Scepter interrupts it, and now they should have the damage with a Crypt Swarm. It's a 2-fer in the mid lane. Under positioning like they want to go
Roger.
tier 2 for tier 2. Roger with the Song of the Siren. He's going to set it up for the TPs coming to the shrine. Ramses is already here, and it looks like DK will be the target of choice. They pop a dust, but on the backside, Solo almost going down to the puck. Now he does end up getting finished off by Freeze, but they trade for Sylar, and now the real fight breaks out. Static Storm, Kinetic Field connects on 3 very low health heroes, but they're all still alive. No one able to dodge another blast as Yang's on the run, and he may have committed too deep here. Does not have any kind of mobility tool except the brown boots. And there it is as Ramses will finish him off with a stray at
BKB still going to be waiting there with the 10 seconds.
Terrorblade actually switching up his build, opting not to commit for the Scotty, but instead going for the Dragon Lance. And oh my, there was a Terrorblade there, but he gets destroyed in the mid lane.
The plays weren't made.
Oh gosh, that is brutal. Now the Song of the Siren set up onto 3. Will the follow-up be there? Silence connects on at least 2. Dragon Knight going to be the first to fall. And now the follow-up from Virtus Pro. Again, the stomp interrupted by the Yule Scepter. And Fade will get chased down, stunned up by the adaptive, and sets up a triple for Ramses. Solo is hungry for more. Blink Dagger on cooldown. And DDC will make it straight away, and VP will not delay trying to secure a lane of Barracks. 2 heroes down without buyback. DK does have his, but without Elder Dragon form, doesn't really feel like a great use of his income. They are going to let the tier 3 fall, and now the exposed Barracks will be turned to Rumble. Melee first, and ranged second. Virtus Pro will now sound the retreat. You can hear the horn. Jungle push the side lanes.
Okay, we're popping DK ulti. We're going in.
Join his team once the fight breaks out. Sylar, yeah, Shadowblade in the front lanes. Could go in on the no one. There's the follow-up. The Decrep, the burst damage. Can they actually kill this Death Prophet? No! The BKB from no one. They're going to turn the other way. Song of the Siren does reset. Now Decrep onto Lion, but no one is going in deep. No holds barred. He has no fears as they find 2. The DK falls third, and now this tier 2 tower is the next target. That was basically the dream initiation, and still no one does it fall. They're not done. They've got Yang. It's a triple kill. There's only one defender. It's the raid boss. It's a Terrorblade, and he's dead. Silence will lock him down, and we could be moments from a GG. There's it. VP takes game 2 in stunning fashion.
That was a bold push from Virtus Pro. Look what they were doing. Think about that. They had no sentry down. They didn't even care. The Dragon...
like to be able to hang out in the jungle. They've been ganked over and over and over again. So I can't believe they're actually picking up something that is so susceptible to that kind of gank.
And Fade will be the last 2 on that bottom lane.
So Centaur is a hero that I'm not super confident with, but I think it's actually pretty good this game. Just because they can use him to initiate on some of these team fight heroes, the heroes that are going to make a difference. DDC getting got on top.
Rolling going to go top. Hoof Stomp leveled up as first ability. Sunsfan will be impressed as DDC is dropping down low in the trees. Roger will spill the first blood. They want to keep the pressure on Sylar. And with that Orb of Venom, Sylar has to stand close and take it.
Hoof Stomp is a very good ability. He does have some mana problems and learning lane stage.
Again, the Rolling Boulder, another Hoof Stomp. Rinse, repeat. This time it's on the other hero of the top lane.
Its mana cost is...
When you've got before the regeneration.
Good idea. But he is vulnerable now, and here comes... Oh, he's going for the TP. I don't think it's going to work.
Gang. Oh. What? You knew it was going to win.
Wise. But this is a strength item that gives you HP regen. That's exactly what Centaur needs.
Roger's making his way into the mid lane. Yang's already been really pressured heavily, and yeah, you're right, with the shards block in the snowball. Are able to get the stun, then Fade, low on life, a body block from Freeze, keeping no one away. He's got tossed in a couple of seconds time, enough one-charges to use it. Yang will die in the meat.
Gave him a really good matchup on all cases, basically. And Death Prophet doesn't want to lane against it because she's worried about dying. And she
Rolling Boulder, they're going in again on Yang. This is going from bad to worse to disastrous.
Wow, look at that word. That means they see the Bat Rider approaching and they get to set up that gank ahead of time.
And then they rotate towards the bottom lane. Their own observer wards know that Fade as well as Freeze didn't move off the lane. Fade wants to initiate onto no one. No one has 9 one-charges and the shards don't block him in. So Roger can go to work. They want to kill off Freeze, his primary target. Fade, snowball protection comes once more. Rolling Boulders towards Solo, but then you got the better one from Roger, hitting into Freeze. Solo will go down as Sylar has joined the fight. That level 3 Lucent Beam getting the rebuttal kill onto the Ancient Apparition. Roger might be the same kind of hurt. The shards hold him in, and Sylar will get a double kill with the rotate to bot lane.
Yeah, he's safe, dude. At least he can spread the spiders out. They won't be able to attack as fast that way, but Ramses can still kill the creep wave.
They're fighting bottom. Avalanche toss from no one in the trees. Roger's had to keep the extra control, and VGJ thought winning one engagement with VP was like winning a war, but that is never the case.
Have 7 armor to begin with.
And watch this poor moment. Like, really, are we rubbing this much salt in the wound? We're looking for highlight clips. We can potentially come back live right now as Rolling Boulder kick into Sylar, forces Fade to TP. And they really are having a lot of fun. Fade, he's actually in a world of hurt. Despite doing too much damage, they have the silence as well. If he's nearby, he can drop an extra web if he wants to. But they're actually rotating bottom to try and fight, but Roger's in the trees. Sylar, the second he shows himself, will die. There is nothing that will prevent this. The cold feet, the snap, the kicks, the toss around, actually dodging Roger's stun. And Roger, okay, he's a little bit off target. They turn on the Eclipse. No one cops most of it, but still alive, tosses the tree. It will be a bit of a trade-off with Tiny going down. He's worth a hell of a lot more than the rest of VGJ is.
You're chopping at the fountain, or the shrine that is.
Oh, Yang.
And another find.
Oh, he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Let the
He's so
die.
strong right now. The spiders don't even die. Sylar, Fade. Who wants to get away from this one? Go spiders. We don't need no hero. Let the spider army kill. Fade. Defense. Death. And trouble as well. Ramses, finally the streak is ended by...
That was decent gold swing there, about 1,000. Still losing the toss. He's kind of the sacrificial
They're going
lamb.
for more Stampede. They're initiating onto Sylar. He's able to get the lucid beam off Yang to the neighborhood. Flame break. Sylar's still going to get triggered off by the cold feet, but support is here for VGJ. You'll lose Sylar. The freeze slowing down Roger. His rolling ball still on cooldown. Solo trapped in by the shards. Roger will die to Spirit Siphon, and Solo, he's trying to get out of his icy grave. VGJ will stand their ground with all the sticky napalm charges. Solo just cannot outrun this. Fade will bring him down. They'll find the double.
Kills are actually huge. When you're this far behind, any kills that you get just catapult you in terms of levels and farm. They can maybe catch Pasha here. They actually
real
do.
Nice shards. Lasso is available too, so Pasha can't just easily run out of this one.
He
TP support is on the way from VP, and it's Roger! He comes in, he kicks Pasha down. There's snowballing forward. They really want this kill. Still no lasso, he doesn't have mana. He's shot by 10. Roger will die to Spirit Siphon and attack to the Death Prophet, while Yang still on the escape. Solo's damage. One more attack may be enough for the bottle charges from Yang. Will keep him alive. The Flame Break to create a little bit more space, and he's got it. Yang should...
700 magic damage with this combo right now.
Smoke gang from VGJ is going to come a little bit late. Ramsey's just TP'd back to the tier 1 tower away from the webs with mid lane. Solo very much stranded. Level 5 Ancient Apparition running at people will only work when there's maybe an army of spiderlings hovering around. He doesn't escape. He's surrounded by 4 heroes, but they find a better target. There's Ramses in mid. Lasso, hold him in position. Spirit Siphon him down. Ramses, he is dropping very low, and he can't attack anybody with insatiable hunger. VGJ perfectly kiting him.
Always going to be out of position. I kind of feel like he should just switch lanes, take the webs to a different place.
No one. He's hunting Yang down the bottom. The Avalanche will connect on all, killing off both the illusions, and he's still got the tree toss. So Yang, one more punch will do it. No one. That Haystone really...
The sigil here.
They want Pasha to jump. DDC is right in the right position. The Ancient Apparition Ice Blast is coming in. They avalanche toss onto Sylar, so he drops low. Pasha gets the double hoof stomp, but now DDC turns on the ultimate. Pasha and Solo caught inside of this, and they have enough damage. VGJ, Solo will fall. They haven't claimed the tower just yet. No one is waiting for the right time just to pop freeze as he sits in the trees, and here it comes. Avalanche toss, lucid beam, interrupting the swing. They silence and control him. Freeze with the X. Who didn't look like it. They are a top-notch team, and you've now enabled them. You've now brought them closer towards that Dragonlance. Okay, well, we can watch DDC potentially die on the bottom lane.
It's got nice blast. This is most likely a kill here.
Yeah, Solo gets through the wall, and yeah, okay, they're definitely going to kill him off. But Batrider has the Blink Dagger, the Snowball coming after Ramses. If they can close the distance here, Fade going to Walrus punch him up. There's your lasso, bringing Ramses back in. These are critical kills they need. With the Eclipse, the Spylings will tank through most of it. The Ice Blast is coming in. Ramses, he lives on 90 HP. The Flame Break couldn't kill him off, and now Fade's the man on the run. VP bringing supplies in so quickly, and with
Spiders are to tank up Luna beams, so
run, Sylar, run. Careful! Oh, he gets him!
No way.
Roger! Blinding it.
My
With
God.
the Blink Hoof Stomp, they'll take out Sylar. And these guys, they're using the Force.
Exorcism. But they can still get a kill here.
Oh, they don't actually have the lasso for Yang, so this will make it difficult, but when Solo walks into them, things become a lot easier. So
Every kill
Ancient
matters.
Apparition gets sniped, Lasso available, Exorcism available. They would love to get the Broodmother who just found an Invis rune. Detection required.
They get
Yang,
him.
they actually got him.
They have
Falling back to
nothing.
Broodmother. Need to hold in position. The wall will not do it. As now the retreat begins because the rolling boulder. Ice blast kick from Roger on the money. DDC trying to run out this one, but he'll end up shattering. Fade will be unlucky too. The VGJ, at least they get their cause out of this if we look for the silver lining.
It's a tough moment. If you're the initiator hero there, it feels like I have to take this. This guy's way out of position, but you don't have time to check to see if you have the detection. They're going to try to catch no one. They actually failed the silence here.
Yeah, this will be problematic. No one, however, will still go down. They burn Eclipse for 17-1 charges. Oh, he's going to shatter. He's going to shatter in probably one.
It's close.
Oh, like 5 HP.
Very clear.
They turn around. The bottom lane, DDC was down there to potential from Yang, but it's how long are they going away before they come in close? No one's waiting. They're ready to fight. The Avalanche, the hot stop, and the Ice Blast. Perfect synergy from Virtus Pro. They'll bring down 3 of VGJ and finish what they started, which is Roshan.
Just perfectly played by VP there. Maybe it'll work out here, but
they need to get rid of that Observer Ward. The VGJ is currently under. And here comes the rolling boulder. Quick silence onto the disruptor. Yang had the cold feet on him, and he hasn't worked out if he wants to get in or out of this one. Exorcism burned by Freeze. The Avalanche onto Silent, but the storm is good. But then with the lasso, they're trying to clip up Ramses and keep him burning. The BKB will give a little bit more life. Finally, the Luna will go down. Pasha jumps on top of DDC, getting the extra control. Rogers is waiting it out, and everyone just magnetized so hard. Fate's finally going to be killing off one, and maybe they have enough damage. VGJ has
the Ice Blast landed on Luna. That guaranteed her death. She had BKB there. Maybe doesn't go nearly as bad.
They're
but
jumping in. Batrider does not have Lasso, but he wants to stop Ramses from getting this bottom tower. Fate's nearby. Here comes your Ice Blast. Yang, he can't get caught by this. The 4-star. He dodges the Ice Blast. DDC, way too much damage. Ramses had the insatiable hunger turned on, ready to fight, and now Disruptor is down for a little bit. Yang is still not ready to fight.
Trouble. Keep them more resistant to damage.
I love that from Ramses just then. He, so he had his big group going. Oh, they jump in. No one got the BKB off. There's just no ball protection. We're talking about with a double hop stop. Pasha, he got the backlines with the Ice Blast too. VGJ, they were waiting for the perfect fight. This is not it. Luna dies right in front of her own tier 3 tower. Freeze, he's on the backside trying to work with Yang. A 4-star away won't happen. The Spawn Spitelings reach him. And now Freeze will go down to VGJ.
They got
the final game.
They don't have Exorcism, so it's going to be very difficult to defend, but maybe Tusk can make a difference here. Killing spiders is the first part, killing the creeps. Let the tower hit the Broodmother or the other heroes, but the tower is not long for this world.
Yeah, it's already gone. Ramses with that initiation can work right on top. There's Spade. Fantastic save. Buy some space. They forced off him up, but with that bloody amplified it's just impossible to get back out again. The Spirit Vessel just makes it impossible.
He can dispel with the...
What else can Yang get? Like, Yang is watching, but he's got Firefly up, takes to the air. They just try and get rid of the spiders, but there's your jump in. A nice 4-star away. Yang avoiding the initiation of Virtus Pro, but no one just turns back into the fight. The Avalanche toss. Where are these BKBs? It won't really matter because you got so much damage from Virtus Pro. They are immune, they are warriors, and they're looking to bring down Freeze. He's a big one to claim. No immunity left anymore. They just keep pumping into him. No one's got the distance, even with the tree toss. They can't get that, and GG, well played. Virtus Pro playing yet another major title, and they did it in more than convincing fashion. It was a slaughter in this grand final.
And honestly, this didn't look that different from the previous